Alright guys, so I'm here with Shyla, and we are going to talk about and address 5 misunderstandings when it comes to horses. Now, there are a lot of misunderstandings, so it was hard for me to kind of narrow down, but these are the ones that I hear the most. So first off, in no particular order, is you just ride all the time. And anyone who's been in horses for any amount of time knows that you ride very little, okay? So you're at the barn for 6 hours, you might spend 1 hour riding. That's reality. So you spend most of your time caring for the horse's basic needs. So mucking out, picking up manure, brushing your horse, bathing your horse, picking out their feet, making sure they are well fed, they're hydrated, groundwork and training, cleaning your tack, saddle, whatever, caring for their basic needs, and then you might get in a ride for about an hour. So riding is not what we spend most of our time doing. It is a very small fraction of what we do. I have 5 horses. I might sneak in a ride, 1, 2, maybe 3 times a week. But that's because I have a full-time job and I care for all of I care for all of my horses, and it takes a lot of time. Second thing is that I hear a lot, especially from parents, is don't walk behind a horse ever. The horse will kick you, which I find it funny that they're so confident that not just our horses, but horses in general just go out of their way to kick you. As not entirely true. So one of the reasons why this is so common is, horses can kick you, okay? I'm not saying they can't. But horses cannot see directly behind them, okay? Because the way their eyes are set on the sides of their head, they cannot see directly behind them. I mean, they can if they turn their head, but when you go behind them, they can't see you. And sometimes they react, by backing up, spooking. Some horses do kick out if they don't know you're back there. What you want to do when you're going behind a horse is make sure that they're okay with you rubbing their hindquarters. Put your hand up and over their tail as you go behind them. That way the horse knows where you are and they're not going to react when you show up on the other side of them. Okay, so that's why they can kick or get scared. Number 3 is kind of a funny one, but a lot of people think that a pony is a baby horse. So a baby horse is called a foal, okay? A pony is just a short horse. So any horse that is under 14.2 hands high, so a hand is 4 inches, anything under that is considered a pony. Truck came by and got you scared. Is considered a pony. So you can have a foal that is also a pony. So a baby pony is also called a foal, but you can also have a foal that is a horse that is bigger. Okay, so a pony is just a short horse and a foal is the baby. So number 4 is my horse decided they were going to throw me today. Okay, so horses have very small frontal lobes on their brain, which is the part of the brain that deals with reasoning, logic, planning, stuff like that. I believe. I'm not a scientist. But horses lack the mental capability, so their brains are not designed to be planners. They're not planning ahead to what they're going to be doing next year, next month, next week, the next 5 minutes. They don't plan, they don't plot, okay? They also don't understand sarcasm, which a lot of people try to use that, which is kind of funny. But they're not sitting out in the pasture being like, I think I'm going to throw Bronco today, and, because I don't want to be ridden. That's not how horses' minds work. There are other factors that can contribute into why they bucked or reared or spooked or whatever, or acting a little bit more stubborn. It's most of the time does not have to do with them, well, 100% of the time, it doesn't have to do with them plotting your demise, okay? Which a lot of people don't understand that. You know, their brains are different than our brains, and they think and act accordingly to the way God designed them. Which comes up to point number 5 is horses are like big dogs, okay? So a dog is, you know, considered man's best friend. They'll stick by you. They come when they're called. You know, they sit, stay, stuff like that. But horses don't, okay? So dogs are more closely related to the way we think. Us and dogs think similar because we are both predators. Now, horses are prey animals, and they have very high self-preservation instincts. If something doesn't make sense, they don't understand, something's scary, they haven't seen an object before, they will spook at it and they will leave. Whereas, you know, a dog is more of a thinker. Some dogs can be real skittish, but generally, dogs are more thinkers. Now, horses also have a very different diet than dogs. They are grazing animals, which means they are eating constantly. They eat anywhere from 16 to 18 hours a day. So they are always grazing. They're always eating. You gotta have food out for them because the way their digestive system works, stuff needs to be going through it all the time. Now, since they are different than dogs, they do take very different care measures, so you have to take care of them very differently than you would your dog. A lot more maintenance, a lot more grooming, stuff like that. And I know I said 5, but I have another one, number 6, which is a very common misunderstanding, is horses sleep standing up, okay? So horses nap standing up, so they take little snooze breaks throughout the day, you know, where their legs lock up and they kind of take a little snooze. But horses do lay down all the time. They lay down to roll, to get, you know, itchy spots on their back. They like to get muddy to keep bugs from biting them. They also lay down and nap for about 15 to 30 minutes a day. And sometimes it's broken up into a couple different sleep sessions. And they do lay down for that when they get into their deep REM sleep. So yeah. Also, if you know you see a horse laying down in the pasture, please don't call 911. They're probably not dead. They are sleeping, especially if it is a foal or a younger horse. They take a lot more naps. They lay down and sleep a lot more than adult horses. So I hope you learned something. And if you have any other myths that you've heard of, or something that you've heard and don't know if it's true or not, let me know in the comments and I will be happy to answer those. And we're going to do a couple more videos like this, you know, myths about riding, you know, myths about grooming, stuff like that. But this is just kind of a general blanket video about, I said 5, but actually 6 common misunderstandings about horses. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.